Liberty Fighters Network.
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 Liberty Fighters Network. Liberty Fighters Network.
Good day, liberators and fellow South Africans. The purpose of this video is to just give a background on what we are still doing for the COVID-19 forced mandatory vaccination policy, people that we are assisting. Last time, and I really apologize that I haven't communicated with most of you for a long time, but our challenge is still with the African Union, African Commission. It's not an easy process. As I've indicated in my previous video that I've made just a bit earlier, I've explained why we had to pend our process before the African Commission on Human People's Rights, because of a very interesting constitutional court case which I am personally involved in at present. So people, I know that you need money. I know that many of you still struggle to get employment. But at the end of the day, this is the only way in which we can challenge. We need to challenge the whole COVID-19 theory. Because all your companies who have terminated your contracts or who have stopped your salaries and so forth, they all rely on legislation which were created by the government during the COVID-19 national state of disaster. So if we don't kill that, then when we've got two specific cases, one against the University of Johannesburg and the other one of the core group, which we are pushing through the High Court, Equality Court sitting in the High Court in Pretoria, and that is also going slow. Because we said that we want to use that as a basis to see, while we're busy with the COVID-19 challenge in the African Commission on Human People's Rights, we then have this other case, we're running for these two entities, or against these two entities for our members, and to just see what the outcome is. Because we've already got this very suspicious judgment in the Equality Court in the Dr. J matter, where there was clear discrimination. Clear, but the court said that there was no discrimination. The court refused to have a proper inquiry so that witnesses can be called. It was just rubber stamped and said that there was no discrimination. So I've also said that we are experiencing a lot of issues with the fact that solidarity has not appealed the Ernest Young court case in the Labour Court, because that court case effectively gave all these companies a go-ahead to say that no, these policies may be made. We all say no, it could never have been made, yes. But at the end of the day, the Labour Court judgment stands. And it has never been challenged by AfriForum further, by Solidarity. So unfortunately, people, just be patient. I'm confident that what can happen at the African Union Commission is that is what we are saying, is that for all of you who have lost and have suffered, your human rights have been abused by all these illegal, unconstitutional, human rights violating legislation which were promulgated by our government. We would like the African Union to establish, let the South African government establish a fund similar like the road accident fund, whereby you can apply for damages at the end. The South African government must put in a couple of billion rand into that bucket, and then you need to apply and prove your claims through that process. That is what we are aiming for. So people, just bear with us. We haven't forgotten you. What we are doing each and every day is to assist you eventually and all the others in South Africa to get over this. So people, we know your challenges. We know that you need, and we need those monies urgently. But this is unfortunately, it's not going to be finalized next month or probably within a year. It might take 2-3 years to have outcome. But as I always say in Afrikaans, die meel van God draai langsaam maar seker. meaning that God's will is sometimes taking a lot of time, but eventually it will pull through. I'm confident of that. So people, I know that this might not be the good message that you want, but eventually it's great. And I hope that you can see that this is a very good message. We haven't forgotten about you. We are praying for you each and every day. People, just have faith. It will go through. Your things, stop fear. Stop worry. To worry just make more problems. So just take control of your own life first. Go through this. There's many people in similar situations like you are. So you're always welcome. Where you've got debt problems, please come in contact with us. We can help you fighting the bank, fighting losing your home. So we are there, and we can do that immediately for you. Wherever you need protection against creditors, we are there to assist you. God bless until the next time.
Liberty Fighters Network.
Liberty Fighters Network.
Liberty Fighters Network.
Liberty Fighters Network.